Yo.
What up?
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the 26th issue of Why Am I Nervous and Joe Up Comics, where each and every week we get together to talk all things comics. From old to new, fan theories to what ifs, we got you covered. I'm Cameron James. Joining me today is the golden voice of podcast, Matt Ferreira. And our second guest ever is Dave Nodine, or Nodine, whichever one you want to go by. That's what we're going to go with today. So what's up, fellas?
What's going on? Yeah, first
Doing
time, long time listener, first time caller. Really excited.
We're trying to get you to read Doomsday Clock, and we had some fun activities. I guess it sounded like you were, throwing a couple back this weekend, which we'll take it.
Yeah, and then work decided they really wanted me to work, so that was also fun.
Always a good time when.
So I'm IT support for a school district. And I do pretty much everything under the sun, including stuff that's probably not even my job.
Don't you just love that? I mean, my boss is an asshole, and he just makes you do everything. So how the fuck do I care? Talk about that guy all day long. Or we could talk about the fucking drunk-ass text messages that came through the football thing the other day. God,
I think that'll get covered on 4th and 1.
Bro, I got to tell you, that was fucking bad. Sean literally walked in the fucking restaurant the next day and was like, yo, dude, what's up, man? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, did you not read the fucking text messages? I was like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah, dude, you went off.
So needless to say, we can take Rich across the street for that. It was totally his fault, and I'll fucking make sure he never drink hard liquor like that again with him. But Matt, you actually said something interesting last night as I was sleeping, is you said, now, Dave, hopefully you can chime in this, The Boys show. You're on with that.
Yeah, it's so much better. It's so much better than the books. It's not even funny. Like, they've taken some creative liberties, obviously, and I'm fully in support of them.
Dave, you watched the show?
Oh, I absolutely love the show. I actually skipped reading the comic for it. Like, I was like, I could read it, catch up, do everything, but
don't.
The hard
read the comic.
The hard, don't read it.
It starts off, you're like, okay, this is cool, and then he's just like, fuck it. Like, I think he just said issues he had to write. He's just like, fuck it, I don't know where else to go. I just started making shit up.
I'm in a hard disagreement with you. I do not like the show.
Really?
I don't.
You think the comics are better? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's no question there.
I don't think you could even compare them. I don't think it's not even the same fucking thing.
Let me break down. Yeah, because I was saying, that's what I'm saying. The show is better. Like, let me break down a single issue of the comics for you. A soup does something fucked up. Butcher finds out about it, or someone on the team finds out about it. They do a mild investigation. Something embarrassing happens to Huey. Someone gets brutally murdered. There's tits out. Someone gets fucked in a ridiculous way. There's more tits. There's another brutal murder, and then there's a conclusion. Yes, that is every single issue of The Boys, or arc, I should say, not issue.
Well, I mean, Dave, I guess starting with you, like, obviously you didn't read the book. What do you enjoy about the show? Because again, maybe you can convince me, because Matt can't convince me otherwise. Because I don't like how, I guess my big thing
He doesn't value my opinion is what he's trying to say.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. See? That's not what I said. But to me, it's the fact of, like, I'm not a big fan. Maybe you can get behind me on this. I'm not a fan when you take source material and just chuck it out the window and don't use any of it.
I don't like that either. So that was a big issue for me with The Walking Dead. Like, I stopped watching episode 3 when, like, it was like, cool, we took the characters and we're just going to do whatever we want with them. I don't agree with that. I don't like it. And it's one of the reasons why I skipped reading The Boys. Not like knowing that it's based off of a comic. Like, I feel like I can go back and read it at any time, but I'm not stuck knowing what's going to happen or knowing how certain, like, things play out. Right now, honestly, like, the Butcher is just such a great random character that you never know what he's going to do. And, like, he's such a cunt about everything that you're like, all right, I really hate you, but, like, you're making some really good points. And then, you get the comic relief with Huey in there every now and then. And, I kind of like to deal with, we're superheroes, or pretend to be, and we're just fucking huge assholes because, I don't know, I always imagine sometimes there's got to be one or two superheroes that are like, I'm doing this literally for the money. I don't care about you at all.
I think the thing with the show too is that, I guess, that the big difference is the fact that they don't have Compound V in them. The boys don't have
The boys don't. The boys have it. That's a minor spoiler for the books.
That's not a spoiler.
You find out like the second episode,
it's like the
second
first
issue.
Page.
Yeah, it's very early.
It's weird. That's a weird situation. Like they logically beat them in the show, which is kind of cool. Where it's kind of a forced logic. Like you got to like suspend some disbelief with it. But like I kind of like that they're just normal people fucking these dudes up. And like they come up with really crazy methods. Like when they get rid of the invisible dude, that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was something else.
But you know, I kind of like that they don't have Compound V in them. I think that's like a cool take on it.
I also think that the thing that throws me off too was more so the end of the first season where Homelander is just like milking that fucking blonde chick and you're just like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And then like he just like doesn't he kill this? I mean, who gives a fuck at this point? Doesn't he kill the baby at the end of season 1?
Yeah, and
he does.
Wait, I thought that's
no. There's a baby. The blonde chick has Daedalus on top.
Oh, you're right. She does it. Does he kill the baby?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. He's a fucked up character.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit. Like at no point should you ever like him. But like, you know.
You're talking Homelander.
Okay, yeah. Did you both watch? I know, Dave, I know you watch Game of Thrones. Cam, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Fuck that show.
Okay, so Dave, who's worse, Homelander or the Mountain?
I've only seen the Mountain. Yeah, I was gonna say I've only seen a little bit of Game of Thrones. I agree with Dave. Homelander's like
I say even if you go by the books, I feel like the Mountain's fucked.
Yeah, but Homelander's like on a different fucking planet. Like his like brain is like out there.
Yeah, I'm just saying like
look at it this way. So right, the Mountain's a huge piece of shit, but like Homelander literally was like, it's gonna take too much effort to save the people on this plane. We're just gonna fucking shoot it down ourselves.
Okay, fair point. Yeah.
Like, that's a conscious, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah.
Valid. So, but
yeah,
I guess enough boys talk. I mean, if you guys want to go watch The Boys, 2 out of the 3 of us on this panel say go watch it. My asshole head says don't. But whatever. I'll tell you, go read like the first volume of The Boys instead, and then you can kind of pass out on that. So, and Matt, I think you can agree with me. The first the
first like 2 volumes are fine, and then you're just like, why am I still doing this?
Once Herogasm happens, it's all downhill from there. But
it's downhill during Herogasm, but that's
This is why. Ready? I can go. Once again, this is Why Am I Nerd percent Joe Comics. You can follow us on Instagram, Why Am I Nerd Official, Facebook.com/Why Am I Nerd, and listen to new issues every normally Tuesday, but we're recording today on Tuesday because one of us on this panel decided to socialize last night.
Sorry.
With somebody. And so you can watch it tomorrow, which is Wednesday, at your favorite podcast service or YouTube. So this week, our Who Asked for This segment revolves around poor Wolverine. And I found this little thing on the most embarrassing moments of Wolverine. And I thought to myself, the first picture enough on this article was enough for me to say, who the fuck would ask for this?
It's the third one?
Right there. No, the first picture. Like literally just open screen rant and Wolverine's getting punched in the face by Spock.
Yeah.
What? Like, trust me, he does doing arts and craft when he's a kid is bad enough on the 15th one, but how are you going to write that Spock from fucking Star Trek is going to beat Wolverine? You literally can't. And some of the other stuff on this thing are absolutely ridiculous. He gets roundhouse kicked in the face by a deer. There's one. Noseless caveman Wolverine. I don't know where this came from or what fucking Wolverine story this was for.
That was part of his, like, I don't know. I feel like that was when they were doing all those weird Wolverine things where they're like, oh, he's an actual Wolverine. And they started like randomly transforming him. And everyone's like, we like human Wolverines. So they just fucking cut all of them.
Yeah, they've done some weird things with Wolverine. I think the best the best new version of Wolverine they've done is definitely Old Man Logan. And I'm talking like the actual Old Man Logan, not the fucking spin-off bullshit that they do with like Berserk and all that crap. But the original Old Man Logan I thought was good. The thing with Wolverine that I don't think they capitalize on enough is the Ronin Wolverine. Matt, you found one on here that you liked?
I'm just reading. I read through that whole thing. That's the dumbest fucking explanation for anything I've ever read in my entire life. Like, why would putting the adamantium on him completely change the shape of his bones? Like, that's stupid.
You were talking about the Spock one, right?
No, I went down to the noseless caveman Wolverine one.
Oh.
Where I'm like, it just makes zero fucking sense.
Nobody asked for it.
No sense. Nobody asked for it. Like, why would they think that was like, what we should do? It's like just to Dave's point, like, it'd be cool if Wolverine was an actual caveman. Like, why would anybody want that?
And then there's
funny enough, he's on my shirt.
Glad I picked him today. Go. Here's another one. Go to number 4. Go to number 4 on this list.
All right, hang on.
Dave knows what I'm talking about already. Matt's facial expression now knows what I'm talking about when he questioned Frank Castle's sexuality. Don't understand.
Wait, which one are you looking at? You're looking at number 4? I was looking at the wrong one then. I was looking at licking Cyclops' face.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one, too.
Yeah. I feel, and here's the mess up thing. I thought like almost all of Wolverine's comics, or like a good portion of them. I've never seen like any of these.
That's what I'm saying. Like half of this shit has to be like one-offs or just like thrown in there out of nowhere, because most of this article was fucking bonkers. And that's why I was like, yo, right when I saw Spock, I was like, I got to pick this one.
I do remember number 2 though. That was definitely in like multiple things. Yeah, I was gonna say that was definitely a 90s Wolverine thing.
I remember that. That's really fucking funny though.
Which one was 2? I just emptied out.
Becoming the spokesman for Gerber dolls.
Yeah.
Oh, or number 1, we need a piggyback ride by, looks like Kitty Pryde's trying to give him one.
That's Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, so that's like new.
Is it really? The artwork did not look new at all.
That's got to be the last like 5 to 10 years. Like, that's new.
Well, that artwork did not look very good.
I agree. It's bad.
But anyway, so this week's episode of Yoda Comics is going to be a little bit different. We actually put together a bracket, which we were going to go by and figure out who the strongest superhero, maybe anime character, maybe video game character in there. And they have to have superpowers. But before we get into the bracket.
So wait, does that mean your boy there isn't included?
Batman is not included on this list. And I purposely made sure I did it this way because I didn't want him to lose. So, but before we get into that, a news article that I believe you could say kind of broke today, about 9 hours ago, I found is, Matt, you want to take the lead on what is the only thing hot at the press courtesy of the Planet Bugle this week?
I'm going to bring this up on my cell phone so I don't, lose connection here. DC Comics will close down in June, says rumor. And this is from cosmicbook.news. It's claimed that DC Comics will close down as we know it by June 2021. According to information provided to Ethan Van Sciver, I don't know how to say his last name, a 27-year-old veteran of the comic book industry who also recently said that Jim Lee will be leaving the company. I mean, I can't imagine that. Like, I can see comic books not being as profitable as they once were, but I also can't imagine they're too expensive to do, considering it fuels all the stories for the video games and the movies and the more profitable things. I can't really see why this would be a good idea for them. Like, they can't even sell the toys and other merchandise without the comics. So
the only thing in this article, just a little farther down, this is my only hope. Oh my God, go away, Ed. My only hope for this being something where it's like, okay, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I sort of get it. They like very quickly yeah, it's going to be June 2021. Okay, so we have some time. Just the paper publishing. Okay, if they're still going to do like Marvel has the what is it, the Marvel Now app or whatever, where you can read all the comics on there. Mm-hmm. Okay, I can kind of get behind it. I think that sucks. Like, I love reading through comics and having them. And I think it's a great medium. It's the same thing like books, but like if they're going to shut down everything and can be completely done, I don't know. I think that's such a terrible mistake. They cannot rely on their movies to make, them.
Yeah, because if you go down to the next page, it's paragraph. It says that while publishing of comic books will end, the popular characters such as Batman, Superman, etc., will live on in the forms of movies, TV shows, and video games, which make money for AT&T, while the comics do not. I mean, I don't understand how you could say you're going to throw away almost close to 100 years, 80 years of comic books out the window. I mean, think about the price that this would do to just like inflation in every comic book like out there that's done by DC. Like you're not gonna be able to fucking find shit. Like you people already have enough problems. Like you have omnibuses that are going for fucking $75 now on compendiums. Like if this was to happen, think about the price of like a trade paperback. Batman Year One 8th print is gonna be worth like fucking like $120. Yeah. Like I don't understand where the logic is behind this, because what are you losing money out on here? Like the Three Jokers comics cost me fucking like $8 a book. So where is the loss of what? Like there's two people, maybe let's say maybe you have 4 people total working on a comic book. If you're gonna say that, besides the writer and the artist, the illustrator will be on there, and sometimes you have like the color,
the anchor colorist.
Yeah. So how 4 people making a book, you're gonna tell me it's cost you more money than a whole fucking team?
I wonder how much a comic book writer gets.
Yeah, but think about how long it takes to make a fucking video game. 5 years, 6 years.
And it might not hit.
So, and that's hundreds of thousands of dollars, obviously, if not millions, obviously, you could say, especially when it comes to fucking movies. Like this Zack Snyder remake that, if everyone hasn't seen it yet, the trailer for Justice League dropped today. It's in black and white. It's really bad. Don't watch it. That movie alone is easily more money to make than a whole entire probably fucking run of a comic book character. So where's the logic in this? And whoever started this rumor is a fucking idiot.
I don't know. Like it really is just such a bad idea. I can't imagine AT&T is hurting that much where they're like, fuck it, we're going to cut all of the comics being made. Like we don't need that extra whatever income. Like,
yeah, sorry.
No, it's mind boggling. It makes literally no sense. And they're just trying to like shoehorn video games, like toys and all this merchandise, but they're losing their source materials. What are they going to do? Just
keep making the same stuff.
Yeah. Recycle.
And that's what I was going to say. I can understand almost like trimming the fat. And they're like, okay, like this comic book's not doing anything. Let's get rid of that one. We don't need 5 incarnations of Batman. Like, you know what I mean? If they streamline stuff, I kind of get that. But to cut the whole thing out makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Matt. That was my exact thought process. It was like, just get like the top fucking 6, 7, even 10 characters you have and just run with them, and stop with the whole, and this is kind of contradicting the fucking article that we talked about last week, where we were speaking about how DC wanted to stop the what word they used, where they were like crossing different. Remember we were talking about last week. There wasn't going to be like Batman wasn't going to cross over to this.
Oh yeah, they had the whole, yeah.
So it like kind of contradicts. Like, okay, how are you going to say you're going to stop doing this, but then you're going to fucking go and do that, and you're going to now release this future state, which is coming out in next month or January. And then you have the Frozen Winter or Endless Winter storyline that's coming out. So you're doing all those big things. What are you going to do? Just say, hey, this future state just wipes it all out and it never existed?
Yeah.
I mean, and think about every comic book shop. What are they doing? Just sell Funko Pops?
Yeah, seriously. They put a lot of businesses not out, but they'd be hurting for sure.
Well, what would they be selling? They're not getting new comics.
Marvel.
I don't know if Marvel can. I don't think Marvel can fucking.
That's the thing. They're going to take a hit regardless. They're definitely going to take a hit, but they still have other things. They can still sell Image Comics, back issues, merchandise. Like they can still sell stuff, but like if that's their main bread and butter, they're absolutely taking a hit.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that maybe AT&T and if they were involved with this, I'm not too sure 100%. Maybe that fucking DC Universe app just really fucking screwed them up, because that app sucks.
That app is really bad.
It's so stupid. I mean, all their shows and the movies on there are now just on HBO Max. You can go get fucking everything on there. So, and even like I was reading a couple comic books on it before, but the comics are so fucking far behind. You're reading like nothing. They're at Batman 103 comes out this week, I think, or 102, whatever number they're at. And they just got like 95 on the app. It's like, why?
Yeah. So what's the point if you can't get it anywhere else?
Yeah. I mean, again, as a Batman fan, if you can't tell from my fucking screen by now, everybody that watches this damn show, like, I would fucking hate my life and I would never read another comic book again. Then, I mean, unless it's just the Punisher and Wolverine, I guess I'll take up on them. But to not have
Moon Knight,
that might be my go-to. But that's, again, if they decide to fucking publish anything with him, who the fuck knows what they're going to do with him? They stopped making his comics God knows how long ago, and now all of a sudden they're trying to make a TV show on a character and nobody knows who the fuck he is. That's a dumb decision, but I can go on a fucking rant about that all day long. So, but hopefully it does not happen. So here we are to the actual featured, not even comic. We're not even there yet. We're fucking half an hour into the show already, but fuck it.
Oh,
so I have this lovely little fucking tournament bracket generator, and at which I have put in 33, because I thought it'd be funny to have two people fight it out, people into this bracket, and we're going to decide who the fuck the strongest character is created. Now, for the record, everybody, I didn't put in some characters. I was like, who the fuck is this? Because I did my research on the strongest like video game characters, anime characters, and comic characters. And some of the comic characters, like, no one gives a fuck about Parallax. Like, who the fuck? Fuck that guy. And like, in for anime, there was like this little blob looking rainbow thing. I was like, who the fuck is this thing? What?
Was it Zeno?
Maybe. It looked stupid. And I was like, I ain't doing this.
Yeah,
fuck
like
that.
blue, like oval. Yeah, it looks like Stewie.
No. Yeah,
but like an alien Stewie, yeah.
Yeah, stupid. So I got.
I knew exactly who you were talking about.
So I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, so I put on here people that were not. I took into consideration how popular they were. So it wasn't just like fucking a bunch of randos and being like, who the fuck is this guy? So everyone on this list, we should all know. I will tell you what the seeds are after I generate it right now. So the way that this thing has been seeded, starting with number 1, we have so we have no order, just rambling them off. We have round 1 to get in. We have Big Barda versus Shazam. Then whoever wins that round will go against Silver Surfer. Fight 2 is Wonder Woman and Homelander. 3, you have Apocalypse and Martian Manhunter. 4, you have Storm versus Jean Grey / the Phoenix. 5, you have Magneto versus Miss Marvel. You have number 6 is Superman versus Thor. Number 7 is Scarlet Witch versus Saitama, One Punch Man.
Saitama. Oh, that.
Number 8, you have Thanos versus Wolverine. Number 9, you have Toshinori Yagi versus Adam Warlock. Number 10, we have.
I just got way too excited about that.
We have Goku versus Vision. You have 11, we have Doomsday versus Doctor Strange. 12, we have Spider-Man versus Hercules. Number 13, we have Raiden versus Dr. Manhattan. Number 14, we have Galactus versus Darkseid. 15, we have a repeat from the Avengers movie, which is Hulk versus Loki. And then number 16, rounding it out, we have Green Lantern versus Hela.
Interesting. All right. Most of those I think are pretty straightforward. I think these middle rounds are going to get a little crazy.
That's pretty much what happened when we did this for the video game one. The first couple rounds we just ripped through it, and then when it got to the middle and trying to narrow it down, I was like, okay, this gets a little fucking ridiculous. So right off the bat, we have Big Barda versus Shazam.
I want to make this easy. Shazam.
We all agree on that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, let's not even waste time.
All right. So now moving on to the actual first round, we have Silver Surfer versus Shazam.
Gonna go with the Surfer on this one.
Just
really?
His cosmic powers, man. I think I'm gonna have to go Silver Surfer as well.
All right. I was gonna go Shazam on that. I didn't think that
Silver Surfer is on. I just feel like a level above.
Fucking
like Silver Surfer. I can see going toe to toe with Superman. And Shazam for me is a step below Superman.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought Shazam was pretty equal with Superman.
He's up there, but he's not quite like. There's just Superman just has the edge in my book.
All right, so the number 1 seed somehow in this thing, Silver Surfer, moves on to the next round, which will be round number 2. Here we have Wonder Woman versus Homelander. I'm going Homelander.
I'm actually going to go Homelander too, and that's based on the fact that I read the books. Because if Queen Maeve is a 1-for-1 with Wonder Woman, then Homelander definitely takes it. I don't want to spoil the books, but he definitely takes it.
Dave, were you gonna say Wonder Woman?
No, I was gonna go based off of just watching the show and using Queen Maeve as my example too. Be like, all right, she's supposed to be Wonder Woman. I have to go Homelander.
Yep.
All right, number 3, we have Apocalypse and Martian Manhunter.
Ooh.
Martian Manhunter's like low key overpowered.
Yeah,
and
but
like
I don't find Apocalypse to really be that.
Oh no, I'll be honest. I never really saw what was so amazing about him. Like he shapeshifts, but he was just shown to be really like resilient. I feel like to everything.
You're talking Martian Manhunter right now, or are you talking Apocalypse? Because I don't think
I'm talking Apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't think he's that like
Apocalypse. And I'm going mostly off my main knowledge of him because I never read that book you gave me. My main knowledge of Apocalypse is going off of the X-Men show, where like he did some cool stuff, but he was never like. It was more the threat of Apocalypse was scarier than Apocalypse himself.
Well, Martian Manhunter doesn't really do anything too crazy.
He's weak against fire, so he's like really easy to beat, but his power, he is like strong. Like when you think about it, he's telepathic, he can shapeshift, and he's like a pretty high class in terms of like actual strength and endurance.
To me, that's his big thing. I've always felt that Martian Manhunter's shapeshifting was his big.
He can also turn intangible. I forgot about that. He can change its density, which I'm like, can I bring this up real quick? Because Dave, you might know the answer here. Are all the Martians that strong? Because what the fuck?
No, like he's just like one of those stupid ones where like, and then who was it in the Young Justice? There was that girl who was like the white Martian who was also
Miss Martian, yeah. Which you need to watch that show, Cameron. Yeah, fair point. Okay.
They're like, oh, we have some powers. Oh no, we did this, but like those two are like, oh, we're freaks. Yeah, we can do everything.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense because I was like, we need to bomb Mars. I was like, before they get any ideas, just send Superman to wipe them out.
Who are we going with here?
I'm going Apocalypse just because he's that much of an asshole to use fire the entire time. Like as soon as he figures out that's his weakness, like I think at the end of the day, they're a relatively even fight. I would say Martian Manhunter would probably be stronger in a fist fight. But Apocalypse is no problem being the asshole. Like, oh, by the way, I can turn everything into fire, just fucking like blow everything up, and Martian Manhunter is going to be knocked out for a bit.
That's fair.
I'll swing that way.
I'll agree with that.
You got my vote. All right. This is an interesting one. And the reason why is obviously because of the underlying fact of what Storm can actually do. Is Storm versus Jean Grey / the Phoenix?
As soon as you said Phoenix, it's got to be Phoenix. I love Storm, but what's she gonna do? What's she gonna make it rain? On the side, something can eat the fucking sun? Like, we're just gonna call it a hurricane?
Can't you get to Omega level or no?
She is Omega level, but so like
that was
the Phoenix is like the fucking Phoenix. Though, like it's like if in a vacuum, let's say it's a world that doesn't have any like I don't know anything that can be directly influenced, and you have like Magneto going against like Hydro-Man. Like, yeah, Magneto's stupid strong, but Hydro-Man's like just water, no metal. It doesn't matter how Omega level Magneto is. There's nothing he can really do to Hydro-Man. It's just going to drown. So it's the same thing with burning to death from the Phoenix.
So you're going Phoenix. Dave?
Yeah.
So I just want to jump back real quick. I feel as though Magneto would still win that fight because...
I know, he can do the... That's why I was saying, like, it's a vacuum.
Yeah. Anyway, Yeah, I'm definitely going Phoenix. Like once you said Phoenix, I don't. Storm's great, and she would definitely like rock literally everyone. And then it's like Jean Grey's already Omega level, and then you had the Phoenix Force on top. And I'd be like,
yeah,
all right, well, great, here you go.
It's like, well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Well, then moving on to number 5, we have Magneto versus Miss Marvel.
Which Miss Marvel?
What's her face? Fucking
the new one?
No, fucking
Carol Danvers.
Thank you.
Ooh.
I'm going Magneto on this.
I don't know.
Oh man, Magneto's probably my go-to choice. I fucking love Magneto. I'm a little biased towards him.
It's funny because I'm a little biased the other way, even though I got love for Magneto. I'm a big fan of Miss Marvel and her power set, but I feel like she can kind of overwhelm Magneto pretty quickly there with the ability to like fly through space at the speed of light and like punch spaceships into oblivion.
Yeah, but you also got to think about like what I guess the only thing that for me with Magneto is like I feel like there's like so many different versions of him, like personality wise in the comics. There's like the one that's like kind of a softie, and there's the one that's like fuck the world, people fucking hate us, so I'm just gonna destroy you. And I feel like if you get the version that's like fuck the world, I don't think that she necessarily.
Well, there's also a version of Magneto that can like offset the balance of the planet by fucking with the magnetic poles. So it's like a lot of this depends on where the fight takes place. To be honest, I'm going that it's like
so powerful though that like we forget like how much it actually like if he really tried and really like learned his powers, I think he could literally just snap his fingers and break someone's brain in half and be like, all right, I'm done.
Magneto.
That is a good point. That's a very good point. I didn't think about it on that level because he can impact like the electromagnetic pulses in your brain. Damn, yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah, because if he just throws up, yeah. I'll give Magneto this one.
That's definitely like we've had some. That's definitely a rough fight. I would love to
watch that fight. I'll tell you that.
Well, how about watching this one? Thor versus Superman.
Thor.
What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Superman has a number of weaknesses. Obviously, paramount of which is kryptonite, but he's also weak against magic, which is something that Thor uses on a very regular basis.
Time out. This weak against magic bullshit is like underlined. Like, come on. Like that's like
it's a thing though. It's a thing. Oh my God. Like Superman is weak against magic.
Okay, that would be like if 7 people blew a foghorn in Spider-Man's ear at once. He'd be like, oh, where's it coming from? Like, no one fucking puts it in that context. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean? That's relevant. That's super relevant. Oh my
God. Fine, I'm going to use that. That's what I'm going to use on my fucking thing. Yeah, I can't wait till we get the Spider-Man fight.
What magic is Thor throwing out there? What magic are you saying Thor's throwing out there?
I'm saying his hammer is literally magic. The lightning he conjures is magic.
Count as magic? He's throwing.
It's 100% magic. There's a magic enchantment on the side of it.
Oh my God!
You're gonna make me Google it.
This is. You're getting real nitpicky with that. I'm definitely going Superman, dude.
Thank you.
I like Thor. I wouldn't even say I love Thor. I love Chris Hemsworth Thor, like in Ragnarok. Right? I love that movie. I have a lot of issues with Thor, like the fact that Tony made a perfect robot replica of him and no one could tell the difference.
What was his name? Ragnarok. Yeah.
I'm definitely leaning towards fucking Superman.
Matt, you lose this one. Sorry, bud. your boy Thor is taking a back seat.
I'm saying Mjolnir's an enchanted hammer. Now, the one argument I would accept, even if you want to deny everything else, is that Superman's probably worthy. So, like, that can make a difference. He might be able to grab the hammer, and that would swing the fight.
I'm going to tell you right now, the fucking Superman that kills Joker in fucking Injustice is definitely not worthy.
I honestly think no, hold on. Hear me out on this, though. This is a slight off-topic thing. I actually think a part of being worthy is being willing to kill someone who's, like, posing a serious threat to others. I think that's part of the worthiness enchantment. Because what with Thor being a Viking, like Captain America is also worthy. He killed people in World War II. I think part of it's about being able to take a life while defending others, which would also explain why someone like Spider-Man isn't worthy. But that's a personal theory.
Spider-Man's not worthy because he's a piece of shit. All right.
Hey.
Oh my God! Where have you been my entire life? This entire show. What the fuck? This is epic.
I have all the issues with Spider-Man.
All right. So moving on, we have this. I know, Matt, you said this was an interesting one before. You said Scarlet Witch versus Saitama, One Punch Man.
So I would give Saitama almost any fight, but the fact that Scarlet Witch can literally erase him from existence, like he would have to get in so fast and completely get the jump on her. If he gets the jump, he wins. If not, I think that's it. You can't serious punch your way out of reality.
Can you though?
I mean, why would he not be? She can't like fucking like teleport.
Yes, she can.
She can?
Scarlet Witch, I'm pretty sure she can. Like, Scarlet Witch can do anything.
You could just, she can do anything. She could just be like, oh, yeah, we're now in a different reality where you are not there. Like, it's such an unfair fight for him.
Yeah.
If it was any other melee person, I would pretty much put him down for the win. But, like, I don't know. This fight could literally go either way. If he gets the hit, it's over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how would he not get it?
So let's say it's like something like with the Beyonder takes him, puts him like, you guys are going to fight each other, and it's like in whatever Beyonder world he makes. So they know they're going head to head. Scarlet Witch all the way.
So you're going to tell me that if this is some Mortal Kombat shit, and they're like, all right, meet in fucking MetLife Stadium, you're giving it to Scarlet Witch?
Yep.
I don't know, because Saitama's so
fast.
That, like, if she knows and she turns the world, like if she fucking cheats and turns the world like before him,
you can't.
But that's her powers, so it's not cheating if she's allowed to use her powers. So it's like,
yeah, but you can't just be like, "Hey, ready, fight."
I feel like there's so many variables that could go into this fight that I have to give it to Scarlet Witch because, all right, here's another thing. So her powers are largely based on what she's thinking. Some of Saitama's enemies, like they'll get punched, and they explode or whatever, but they're still thinking for half a second before they're actually like completely dead. So in that half second, she can be like, "No, I'm still alive," and you're dead.
He also doesn't take things seriously.
No, he really doesn't.
Because he doesn't understand, like he doesn't know that people like are less than he is, I guess. Right? It's such a fucking weird combo for a fight. It's a great combo, and I don't know which way I would really go. If I had to put it down and it was a fight and they knew they were fighting, I think I'm gonna go Saitama. Just because of like I got a feeling he's just going to fucking dash forward and just smack her real quick and just be done.
Yeah, before she can like activate her. He's never fought what's her face? Tornado, right?
No, but even in the comics, he's not affected by her at all. Like,
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. There was the other one on the ship. Like, you remember if you watch even just the show in season 1.
Dude, that fight was amazing. Yeah.
Right. Like before that happened, the gravity guy like was breaking down the ship and he's like, I'm the most powerful gravitation. He's like, okay. And he threw a rock at him. Like he wasn't affected by it at all.
That's true.
So I'm going to respectfully leave this one up to the two of you to decide because I do not know enough about One Punch Man. I only know that
I think you actually might enjoy One Punch Man. You actually might.
I know a little about him, and not enough to be able to actually give it 2 cents on this one. I just don't. Just from what I know, I don't understand how Scarlet Witch would win that.
Okay. Her powers are actual shenanigans. She was a shenanigans engine. So
here's my thing. In all of these brackets, every time this happens, I'm assuming they're literally standing at like 10 paces apart, and they're like, "All right, when the light goes green, you're gonna fight."
Yeah, that's how I'm picturing it.
That's when it starts. And I think that's the only reason Saitama would have.
Do they have any kind of background as to who each other are?
No, this isn't like giving Batman time to fucking meditate. No, this is like.
All right, like, then I'll give it to because Scarlet Witch probably isn't going to go all out and just erase somebody from existence just for fun. So I will give you that then. If that's what we're doing every single fight, then yeah, I'll give that one to Saitama.
All right. So one.
But if she watched like round 1 was like, I'm not fucking around with that guy, I'm giving it to Scarlet Witch.
If he fought someone else and then that fight happened, yeah, I'd be like, no, Scarlet Witch definitely saw the first fight. She knows that he has to die.
All right, so Saitama gets the nod on that then. So the gentleman going against Saitama will either be Thanos or Wolverine.
I don't see that going well either way. I'm going to go ahead and say we can tentatively put Saitama up right there.
Well, wait, well, who's winning that fight, Thanos or Wolverine? And and we're not going snap your fingers, Thanos. We're going straight up like, okay.
Thanos. I'm still giving it to Thanos.
What?
Thanos, who without the glove handled Iron Man, Captain America, juiced Captain America, and Thor all at the same time.
Yeah.
And barely broke a sweat.
I don't think that Iron Man doesn't have a chance against fucking Wolverine if they were to go at it.
He can just float above him. And Iron Man killed Wolverine once. It was bullshit. But it happened.
Yeah, but Wolverine, like, it's impossible to die unless he gets, what does he use to make him uncool?
He can vaporize him with lasers. He can just literally float 10 feet in the air and vaporize him with lasers.
You can use that excuse then on anybody. Oh, that
anyone who can't fly or has like lesser mobility. Like Iron Man has enough shit in his arsenal. You mean to tell me Iron Man doesn't have one magnetic thing that's going to slow Wolverine down for a second with his metal fucking bones and then vaporize him completely? Either way, I don't know how we got on this because it's Thanos versus Wolverine. I'm still taking Thanos.
I'm taking Wolverine.
Oh man, that's fucked up. Now I got to make the choice, huh? I fucking love Wolverine. He's handsome.
We all love Wolverine. There's no question about that.
My fucking favorite character ever created. Knowing his other comic lines and everything, I think Wolverine might pull it off where he can definitely kill Thanos. I'm going to go Wolverine. And it's not just because I fucking love him.
I'm shocked by that. I am shocked.
He's such a scrappy fighter that like he knows that like he's going to go all out because he knows he's going to die. And that usually puts him in the best way to win.
Yeah, that's good. That's valid. That's valid. Your bitch ass little Spider-Man wouldn't have that fucking validation.
Spider-Man does do that sometimes. Spider-Man did it against the Phoenix 5. Spider-Man did it when the Doc Ock put an entire building down on top of him.
Is that what you said?
What? I said the Phoenix 5. The Phoenix 5. The Jackson. He probably did, though. I wouldn't even die because that showed up in a comic.
Wow. Anyway, moving on. We have All Might versus Adam Warlock.
I love All Might so fucking much.
Again, I'm tough on these two because I know very, very minimal about the two of them. I think Adam Warlock is a bullshit character. The only thing I really know about him is from the actual Infinity Gauntlet book.
Yeah, and it was shenanigans in that.
I despise him. I think he does absolutely nothing, and I don't like characters that are just like, hey, I'm just gonna stand here and use my little powers and do whatever. And again, like you said, if you took the two of them and threw them in a room, and they didn't know, and there was like a wall, and you dropped the wall, and they're both standing there. I'm assuming All Might would get the upper hand.
I'm also going to say that All Might's another one of those characters that if you back him into a corner, he's going to do something absolutely outrageous, like the fight at the USJ. So I'm going to go plus ultra and vote for All Might here.
All right, good, because I also think Adam Warlock's such a bullshit character.
He really is.
And you know what? Like every time he shows up, you're like, you fucking all right, just whatever.
I'm not even excited for him in the movies. Sorry to jump on top of you there, but I'm not even excited for him to be in Guardians 3.
If he shows up,
he's going to. I believe James Gunn. He wouldn't just do that.
So we all agree All Might's moving on.
Yep.
Fuck you, Adam Warlock. Number 10, we have Goku versus Vision. I think this is
Goku.
Yeah.
Not even close. Vision sucks too. Vision sucks a lot.
All right, so we're on the same page on that one. All right, what are we on here now? Number 11, we have Doomsday versus Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna go Doctor Strange.
I am too.
I was gonna go Doomsday.
But that's a tough one though, because that's another one where if something happens and they don't know anything and Doomsday gets to drop on Doctor Strange, that could be over pretty quickly. Though I would believe that Doctor Strange has like protection spells wound in, but if he doesn't act fast, I see that going poorly for him. He would literally have to trap him somewhere else to win the fight because you can't kill him because he'll just come back.
You think Doctor Strange can do the spell? You think Doctor Strange can do the spell quick enough?
I
believe he'd find a way.
I think he would definitely have enough protections that like when the first shot was like a kill shot, he's like, oh
shit.
Like, all right, like if he can survive that first hit, I'm going to assume he will. He's like, all right, yeah, no, I'm going to fucking lock you up. We're done.
And also,
wait, you
one other thing I'll throw in.
You think Doctor Strange would survive Doomsday's first hit?
And here's what I was about to say is going to back that up. Doctor Strange routinely comes face to face with the Hulk. Like he knows Hulk. So if I'm Doctor Strange, I'm probably going to have something prepared for Hulk flipping out and going in a bout of rage where he attacks everyone near him. Like he's probably got one or two things up his sleeve for just that instant, which he would probably apply to this Doomsday scenario.
Doomsday is significantly stronger than Hulk.
I don't know that I agree with that.
What?
Ooh. I would say they're about the same. I don't know about significantly, but Hulk also has exponential strength. There is no upper cap to Hulk's strength. There is a cap to Doomsday's strength. The issue is that if you kill him, he comes back and he can't die the same way again, which is absolutely the most terrifying thing ever.
I'm sticking with Doomsday. You guys are saying Doctor Strange?
Yep.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange it is. All right. Moving on, we have
Spider-Man. Was that right?
Yeah. It was Spider-Man versus Hercules. I'm saying Hercules.
I'm saying Spider-Man.
Hercules is going to take his fucking little thing, right? And he
doesn't have one.
He's going to find one. We're doing hypotheticals here because that's what you've done this whole entire show.
What are you talking? That's not the same thing.
And he's gonna blow the fucking
Thor
horn.
literally has a magic hammer that he uses to do damn near everything.
And he's gonna smack his sword against the concrete at the same time. And Spider-Man's like, what's going on? I'm so confused. And then Hercules just gonna fucking punch him in the face. It's over.
I mean, I'm going Spider-Man. I hate Spider-Man.
Fuck.
Okay? I like the argument. I hate Spider-Man because I think he's one of the heroes that pisses me off about heroes where they're like, I don't know if I want to be a hero or a normal person. Fuck you. Grow up.
Get a hard
life. Don't give me that hard life savvy bullshit. All right, here we go. This one I think is an easy one. Raiden versus Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
I hate Dr. Manhattan so much.
It's going to be tough for Dr. Manhattan not to win this bracket. Like I'm very curious as to how that's going to go.
Darkseid versus Galactus.
I kind of want to go Galactus here.
That was mine.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go Galactus as well. I feel like they're almost evenly matched, but I don't know, Galactus has got random cosmic powers that he can fucking throw out whenever.
Exactly. And like eat planets.
That was my thing. Like, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, and not for nothing. Can we just discuss Step? Did anyone see? No one saw the new trailer, right?
I didn't watch the new one.
So I just don't understand. I went back and looked at whoever the fucking designed Steppenwolf for the fucking movie, it must have never read the comic because that design is like so far off.
Well, they're trying to make him look menacing and alien. I've seen some of the character designs. It's personally not for me, but
it's bad. I'm sorry.
No, I agree, but like even the one that like they put like when they first showed him, like who is that? And they're like Steppenwolf. I'm like, no, that's not. And like I had to look up other comics to figure out like, did he ever look like this? Did he have an outfit like this? Like, what am I missing?
Was he once half Ninja Turtle? Like,
I haven't seen him. I didn't see a single comic of him looking like that, so I was completely thrown off. But anyway, we have number 15. We have Hulk versus Loki.
Hulk. Yeah, fuck Loki. What's he gonna do? Like, oh, that's not really me, and then still get beat up. Like,
valid point. And then the last first rounder is Hela versus Green Lantern.
Oof.
I think you got to go Hela.
I'm pretty sure you got to go Hela there too.
Yeah, that'd be a cool fucking fight to watch, though. But yeah,
yes, it would. Yes, it would. But I don't. Green Lantern loses kind of a lot.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, like Green Lantern's track record is not great.
That's because if without the ring, it's over. All right, so here we go to the second round here. We are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The round of 16. Number 1, we have Silver Surfer versus Homelander.
Silver Surfer.
I was going Homelander. But okay, Silver, moving on. All right. Next, we have Apocalypse versus the Phoenix, which is an easy one. We're all saying Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, you know what? I have a feeling I know how this is going to end at some point, and I still don't know how I'm going to select it.
All right. Magneto versus Superman. I'm going Superman.
Fuck. So am I. I'm going Superman.
Yeah. All right. I'll go with you guys.
Because there's always that bullshit. Like, there's that one thing that everyone always pulls out. They're like, Superman can like do that echo voice bullshit and like freak people out. Where like he is so powerful.
Yeah, he is.
To be there.
Yeah, his shenanigans powers. I was gonna say though, the radiation from the sun is electromagnetic radiation, right?
Oh my god, here we go. Fucking got it. They're fighting in a fucking MetLife Stadium with a fucking wall.
But are they watching each round as it goes forward, or just we're saying every single thing's clean?
Yeah, no, they go in a fucking jail cell and they're done.
All right, then fine. Then yes,
damn.
Superman.
Fucking trying to find these loopholes. All right.
It's important to know. The people want to know.
Okay. They're in jail cells with no TVs. One Punch Man versus Wolverine.
One Punch.
Yeah. I'm not happy about that one.
All right. We have All Might versus Goku.
Fuck.
Damn. I don't like this one.
Look,
I don't like this one at all because I know the answer, but I don't want to say it.
I'm going Goku. I fucking love. I love All Might. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but Goku wins this fight.
Goku hands down.
Okay.
Yeah, Goku wins this fight. But that sucks.
That would be he would win, but he wouldn't kill All Might. He'd be like, all right, cool, man, let's fight again.
He's like, here's a sensu bean. Like, are you reading the Dragon Ball Super manga, by the way?
Yeah, I'm caught up. I'm waiting for the next chapter to come out.
He's such an asshole. Goku is such an. They should. The fact that they stole that from Vegeta, the rightful prince of all Saiyans, will infuriate me to no end. Oh like, if they don't rectify this in the next issue.
Is this the anime show now?
This is the manga, the comics for it, which, Dave, you probably need to be on that too. Me and Sarner and I are going to do a anime podcast coming up, which, like, obviously we're going to have to be involved with too.
Do you even know when you're recording that yet?
No, we're still got to figure out a name. We're going to figure it out, I think, this weekend.
All right. Moving on. We have Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Spider-Man.
Fucking spandex.
Fucking web crawl that.
I mean, he could.
Get out of here. All right. We have Dr. Manhattan versus Galactus.
No, still going Dr. Manhattan because he's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like it's
like supreme bullshit, especially after reading this comic. Yeah, it's
but he doesn't. Though. But here's the thing about Dr. Manhattan is he doesn't really do anything except fucking like travel between fucking timelines and metaverses and multiverses. So like, I'm just playing already devil's advocate here. Like, we've actually really never seen him fight. Because I don't think he fights in Watchmen. He just fucking stands there and like snaps his fingers and then fucking Rorschach just like disintegrates or whatever the fuck happens there.
So, I mean that makes him really fucking strong though. Like, he doesn't have to do anything. Like, he can do anything. He's another Scarlet Witch shenanigans level, ability.
You didn't finish Doomsday Clock, right? Like,
yeah, we did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to get into that yet, but like with his actions or inactions in there and him still being way more powerful than everyone in there is just, it's stupid. He's such a dumb character because then
he's like Adam Warlock.
Yeah, well, he was never supposed to be integrated with the mainstream comics characters too.
He shouldn't have been. And this comic was the reason why. Like, it's 100%.
So in a fight, you're still going Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not like, he would take everything and be like, oh, what are you trying to do? Kill me? And then maybe just warp the person to another planet and win by default. Like, he might not even really fucking try, but he's going to block literally everything.
Yeah.
Because he can.
All right. Manhattan, you move on then, you douchebag. All right. Last one of the round of 16 is Hulk versus Hela.
Hulk.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to say Hulk on that. Because Thor is the strongest Asgardian. And if Hulk can take a fight to Thor like that, I can't imagine that Hela's going to be able to last for that much longer.
We briefly saw it in Ragnarok.
Yeah. And again, same situation. Thor was like literally with Super Saiyan and was still losing. Like,
so you're going with Hulk.
That is one of my favorite parts of the movie, though. It's like, Hulk, for once in your life, don't smash. It's like, but big monster. Like, oh god, I love that movie.
See, the problem with the Asgardians, they get more powerful as they get older, and Hela's fucking shit ton old.
Well, she's Loki's daughter.
Isn't she death?
She's the goddess of death. She's not death incarnate, but she's the goddess of death.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna swing Hela on this.
So was I.
And I like the Hulk, but I don't know. I just think even with his unlimited power, she would still win.
Because Hulk doesn't have powers. He's just fucking strong.
Yeah. I mean, that's a power. But no, you guys, I mean, it's 2 versus 1. That's the way it's got to be.
All right. So we have what's the 8 called in fucking NCAA tournament basketball?
The Elite 8.
The Elite 8. So this is the Elite 8.
There's only 4 fights left.
There's 4 fights left until we get to the final 4. And then when we get to the final 4, we're going to do our little.
I can't believe we got through that many already.
All right. So here we go. First round of the Elite 8. Silver Surfer versus the Phoenix.
Ooh.
I think you have to go Phoenix, personally.
I was actually leaning the other way because I feel like Galactus would have prepared the Silver Surfer for other cosmic
here
threats.
We go with the fucking
no, but like
time.
I think he would have imbued that much power within him to like if he comes across other random shit, like he's probably strong enough to handle the Phoenix. And like this is one of the only scenarios where I would see the Phoenix losing.
No, see, I think with the Phoenix, and I see the Phoenix beating Silver Surfer. It'd be a close fucking fight, but I think at the end of the day, the Phoenix is going to win. And even though Silver Surfer has the fucking bullshit, cosmic powers, which I love and fucking hate, I just think the Phoenix Force, also with those cosmic powers, is like, we can do it.
I mean, like you said, like the cosmic powers is bullshit. The Phoenix Force is bullshit. Dr. Manhattan is bullshit. So, but. 2 of us are saying Phoenix, right, Dave? That's where we're going?
Yep.
The first one in the final 4. Let's see. What was she ranked? She was none other than number 24.
Holy shit.
All right.
Well.
Superman versus One Punch Man.
Ooh. Damn, this is getting really good.
I'm gonna let you 2 argue this one out because again, I don't know enough about One Punch Man to be able to actually say anything on this.
It's fuck, and this is one of the things I hate about Superman, but I feel like you have to go Superman just because he has that shenanigans. If I don't want to be moved, nothing can move me. Fucking bullshit. Where if he concentrates, you like actually can't hurt him.
Yeah, but he got his ass beat by Doomsday, and Doomsday is not,
that is a valid point.
I think regardless of whoever wins, you have to have the perfect amount of like circumstances to happen. This is almost like you could flip a coin and basically that's your decision. That being said, I love Superman's character. I'm not sure I really agree with him completely with all of his powers and shit, but I love that like he's all for people. I think neither one of them would take the fight seriously off the bat. But I think I'm going to go Saitama on this. I think he's got that fucking just dumb luck where it's going to work out in his favor without him even realizing that like he can hit him as hard as he wants. And then like either potentially kill him or have a good fight. So if he can hit him as hard as he wants, right, and Superman takes it, Saitama's going to go all out. And we've never seen that. And I think that would give him the win.
Yeah, okay. But I'd say that combined with what Cameron said about Superman lost to Doomsday, which was in essence just a bludgeoning. I can actually see that happening. Like if you hit him hard enough, he's like fucking ow, so yeah, all right. Saitama it is, yeah.
Saitama. All right, so he was so right now we have a 24-28 moving on.
Wow.
Next, we have Goku versus Doctor Strange. I'm going Goku. Just to cause controversy.
I don't even know if that would cause controversy. I think I'm going to have to go Goku as well. Speed-wise. Just
I was thinking that too. Instant transmission is really going to throw that off.
And especially because Doctor Strange cannot fist fight.
But I was gonna say, okay, because I was gonna say like Goku might be fast, but if Doctor Strange does anything tricky, Goku's also pretty stupid.
Yeah, but if he's getting
punched, if Doctor Strange is getting punched before he can react, he's probably gonna die or get knocked out. So yeah, you got to give advantage Goku. So yeah, I see that.
I would even assume that Goku is just gonna use Ultra Instinct.
He can't. You think he's going to go all out off the bat? Like he's just like, I'm in this sort of.
What's it called? Super Saiyan? Super
Saiyan. But then there's a level above Super Saiyan called Ultra Instinct, where your body basically just fights on its own. So
Goku it is.
Yeah.
We're going Goku. All right. He was number 15 on this bracket. And then we have none other than the last fight is Dr. Manhattan versus Hela.
It's Dr. Manhattan.
Yep.
Which is what I was worried about. I was like, he's not going to have a good matchup this whole time. He's going to end up winning this stupid fucking thing and pissing me off.
You might not. You never know. I can always randomize the last four if I really wanted to.
You could. By the way, I already he was the shenanigans engine last week, correct?
Yes.
Dr. Manhattan, because every time I think about him, I get pissed off.
So then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to randomize the final four. The final four that we have is the Phoenix, Saitama, Goku, and Dr. Manhattan. So I'm going to randomize this. While I'm randomizing this, Matt, tell us tomorrow, which is none other than November 18th, what can we find at our local comm shops?
I'll be happy to tell you that right now when I reopen that window that I did not have open. All right. So coming from DC, we've got Batman number 103, Justice League 57, Nightwing 76, Dark Knight's Death Metal number 5, Aquaman 65, Teen Titans 47, Catwoman 27, Rorschach number 2, Joker and Harley Quinn, Criminal Sanity, ha ha ha, number 6. That ha 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 wasn't part of the comic. I'm just like I hate when they do stupid things like that with comic names. Dollar Comics The Sandman number 23, Looney Tunes 257, Batman Gotham Knights 21, Wonder Woman Agent of Peace number 17. From Marvel, The House of Ideas, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 53, Venom number 30, The Immortal Hulk number 40, X-Force number 14, Fantastic Four number 26, Captain America 25, Hellions number 6, Cable number 6, Juggernaut number 3. I did not know Juggernaut had a comic right now, and I'm kind of intrigued by that. Part of me wants to pick that up, but I don't know what the fuck he could possibly be doing that would make it worth.
I'll be going tomorrow to drop off our pull list. So if you want me to get it, let me know.
True. Yeah, let me sleep on that. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 7, Spider-Woman number 6, Symbiote Spider-Man King in Black number 1, Swordmaster number 12, Avengers Marvel Snapshots number 1, Marvel's Voices Indigenous Voices number 1. I don't know how I feel about that. Widowmakers, Red Guardian, and Yelena Belova, number 1. True Believers, King in Black, Monster World, number 1. True Believers, King in Black, Thunderbolts, number 1. From IDW, Usagi Yojimbo, number 14. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 275. Sea of Sorrows, number 1. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, number 91. Add that to the pull list. Star Wars Adventures Annual 2020. Star Wars Adventures number 2, Star Trek Voyager, Seven's Reckoning number 1, and somehow Marvel Action Avengers number 2. From Boom, who I think we agreed has the best comic book names. Something is Killing the Children, number 12. Once in Future, number 13. Lumberjanes, number 75. Firefly, number 22. I forgot that was a thing. Faithless 2, number 6. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Willow, number 5. I would rather not. Dark Horse, You Look Like Death, Tales from the Umbrella Academy, number 3. Barbalian, Red Planet, number 1. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Song of Glory, number 2. And Fuse, number 4. From Image, no, it might have been Image that we said has the best names. I forgot.
No, I think it was Boom.
Was it? All right, because this is going to get confusing, so I apologize in advance. We've got Die, number 15. We've got 7 to Eternity, number 14. Black Magic, number 16. Ice Cream Man, number 21. Die, 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 number 13. Commanders in Crisis, number 2. Big Girls, number 4. From Dynamite, we have Vengeance of Vampirella, number 12, and Mars Attacks Red Sonja, number 4. Dynamite, for the love of God, get some new fucking characters. I don't understand how comics are supposed to come out once a month and every week there's a new Red Sonja or Vampirella comic book. Every single week. Or it's the two of them combined. It makes zero sense.
Fucking no. I don't fucking write their fucking comics. And you know what's funny is 7 to Eternity. I bought the first one of that, and that shit came out like fucking, I don't know, 2 years ago, I feel like, and they're just on number 14. So that book must have taken like a really long hiatus. I remember not really liking it, and I have it somewhere. I don't know where, but I would find that, but I'm not going to. So, but while I go get another Bali, here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Why Am I a Nerd podcast network has been brought to you by our sponsor, Me Moms. The best breakfast and lunch down the Jersey Shore with 3 great locations in Wall Township, Middletown, and Brick, New Jersey. Me Moms specializes in unique and fun takes on your traditional lunch and breakfast items. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can find more information at www.memoms.com.
It's definitely buy.
Oh, it's buy?
Yeah, there's no L in there.
Oh, there totally is not an L in here. It is buy. Fuck. You've never had buy?
No, I have, but I didn't know what a Bali was. That's why I was confused.
You know, the other day when I was so fucking hungover, I drank like 4 of these things. So I thought antioxidants meant rehydration. Yeah, that did not work. So then I went to fucking ShopRite and got Pedialyte, and that stuff tastes like shit. So fuck Pedialyte. Fuck drinking buy on fucking antioxidants. And we're back. And we are at the final 4 before we get into our feature comic of the week later. We have reached the final 4 of our power bracket, whatever the fuck we want to call the goddamn thing. And I randomly generated it before, and it came out to be something that I didn't think it was going to be. But I guess this is going to come out to be an anime character versus a fucking
interesting
character. So sitting in the first fight here, we have Goku versus Saitama.
Oh. Huh.
This is like I would like to excuse myself from
I'm gonna go Goku on this one because let's say the same thing plays out where that did with Superman, where Saitama decides to go all out. Goku's going to match that, and if there's one thing anyone who's ever watched Dragon Ball Z has learned, Saiyans have that ridiculous ability to adapt and overcome. So it'll push Goku to a new level of shenanigans bullshittery, where he will beat Saitama.
Yeah, I agree, and it's one of those like, even if Saitama had the upper hand, Goku wouldn't die because of his Saiyan heritage, and he would just turn around and be like, "Oh, I'm almost near death. This is gonna 100% push me into my next evolution. Cool, let's do it." And he's gonna win anyway.
So Goku moves on. I'm gonna tell you right now, that was not who I expected to be in the finals. This thing. When I first
this wasn't. There's only one character that I expected to fully make it to the end, and I still don't see a way that it doesn't go in his favor. So,
well, I'm gonna tell you right now, the next fight is Jean Grey, the Phoenix, versus Dr. Manhattan, and I'm not picking Dr. Manhattan.
I don't know,
because again, like I said before, we've never seen him do anything except fucking stand there and go between different fucking timelines.
But I'm going to give a spoiler right here where he exhausts all of his powers in this book we just read to try and upset the multiverse. You know what I mean? Like he directly influences everything. So it's kind of like,
Jimmy, he's not just going to be like, hey, okay, so if he exhausted all of his fucking powers on this fight, he loses the next one.
I mean,
so that ain't happening. And if he exhausts his powers in the next fight, it's a draw. And then there's no winner.
I think this would be a good fight, regardless. I think Dr. Manhattan he's one of those just bullshit characters where like he can do everything because why the fuck not? You know, he's a big blue guy. You know, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I kind of want to see Jean Grey Phoenix win this because I don't think Dr. Manhattan would really try. Again, I think the only thing he would do would be like, I don't really have time for this, and just
he might bow out. Yeah,
else. And that's actually what I was getting at before. Is like we never see him doing. Every time there's a problem, he's like, let me just go to another time dimension and try to fix it.
I'm gonna go think about this on Mars.
Yeah,
there's like reasons, like why Mars.
He's just like a brain in a blue body with his balls hanging out the whole time. Like I personally don't think that he would win because I don't think as a character, like they've never really developed him enough to be other than, he can just do
which he was never. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but he was never supposed to be developed, which makes it more infuriating that Kyle made us read. We invited him on this show that he made us read this goddamn book.
Yeah, I'll take his advice on that one.
Although, Dave, you do have the right to give us a book for to read at the end of the show.
Yes, but we're still on this. We're still trying to figure out.
Sorry.
I'm still sticking with the Phoenix because I think there's more to her character that we understand and what she can and cannot do, and just the fact that the Phoenix could technically, if it wanted to, could just go into pick Dr. Manhattan for a hot second.
I'm gonna go Phoenix. I feel like, I don't think Dr. Manhattan really would have participated at all. Like, knowing that he had to fight, I always just think he's gonna be like, I'll teleport you somewhere else. But she would come back and be like, no, we're fucking fighting. And she'll just continue to beat him until either he gives up or she wins.
Yeah. War of attrition. All right.
There we go. So the deciding factor.
Now I don't know how this is going to go.
The deciding factor of who the strongest character is that we put together on our list has been created between anime, video games, which only got one character was rated, and he fucking got his ass beat. So fuck you, video games. You don't develop strong enough characters.
I'm surprised you didn't have like Kratos or.
I was gonna put Kratos on it, but I was like, Kratos just throws a fucking axe. Like, he doesn't fucking do anything.
He fights gods. What about the dude from Asora's Wrath? He's supposed to be like dumb fucking strong. I never played those games.
I mean, I played God of War plenty, but to me, he was just like, I felt like Kratos and Thor was like the same fucking character, and I was like, I'm not gonna.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, I was talking about other video game characters. You could put Dante in. You could put.
Dante ain't going in this. Are you kidding me, Dante?
Dante would be out first round.
Seriously, like what?
I'm just saying, like, there's other people you can put in there.
You're talking DMC Dante, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, get the fuck out of here. Nero, or fuck the guy's name is stronger than Dante.
Is he?
So, I think so.
So
here we go. The final choice, which I did not see. I didn't see the one. I didn't have to see Goku making it this far. The Phoenix,
Goku's I kind of thought. Actually, shout to Goku right here. Which somehow this has happened every week that a character we're discussing has been on my wall behind us. So,
here we go. Dr. Doom didn't make it. Sorry, I see that right there.
Dr. Doom was on there a little while ago.
No, he never made the list.
I could have sworn we brought him up, but either way, Thor, Doom.
So here we go. Goku versus the Phoenix. Who is the strongest character?
I don't know.
See, now it's tough because Goku has proved multiple times that he lets his guard down a lot, and he's susceptible to things that would essentially kill a normal person other than like bullets, but like you could theoretically burn him. You can shoot him with a laser if it's hot enough or whatever. So like Phoenix being a fire entity could, especially that it's Jean Grey Phoenix. She could fuck with his head, which is something we hadn't really considered.
Wow, I said it's Jean Grey Phoenix.
Yeah, no, you did. I'm saying it's something I hadn't considered before. Like, we didn't discuss the fact that
but you
Jean
also
Grey
stated
her mental powers.
But you also stated too that Goku does have that whatever that third mode of his is.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would have enough time to get pushed to it.
Why? If you're about to die and fucking like,
because I think Phoenix might finish him kind of quickly. In all honesty, like he would try, but like she could be so far away and still destroying him. Like she could literally tear at his mind and like suspend herself somewhere else, put his shield up. And if Goku doesn't go, if Phoenix goes out for blood, which she almost always does, and Goku comes in like he always does, he's like, oh, I want to like warm up and see how strong you are before I go all out. Phoenix probably gets the drop on him.
But if this is the final round and you've already fought fucking 4 other people and you're on,
so you're saying they know? So we're going with they know they're in a tournament. They know this is the end.
This is it. But they just don't know who they're looking at.
So we're in a tournament of power type situation.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this year I already got my ass beat. I'm tired. Whoever's on the other side of this wall is tired. The wall's gonna drop, and I'm gonna be like, fuck. Who takes it?
I feel like they both know that they have to go all out and in one attack. And I would go Phoenix. I feel like, again, we're falling into that fucking cosmic Phoenix Force power where.
But, sorry, one thing I will throw out here. If Goku in the last round achieved a new form against Saitama.
I'm just saying at that point, he's perfected Ultra Instinct. So he went into this fight in Ultra Instinct. And I think the Phoenix Force might be one of those things where it's so powerful and so it's so encompassing that like it wouldn't matter. He wouldn't be able to get out of it in time.
Yeah, I can see that. Because that's part of what I was saying before, where if you factor in Jean Grey's like actual like psychic abilities, then it's kind of overwhelming. There's not much he could really do. Holy shit. I was not expecting Phoenix to win this. I'm not going to lie.
That's it? We're going with the Phoenix? Game over?
Yeah, I was not expecting her to. I thought it was going to be Dr. Manhattan hands down. I really did.
I thought so too, but like against other cosmic forces, I feel like anytime that would happen, he would just sort of bow out. If it was anybody else, he'd be like, yeah, I'm tired of you, snap his fingers and either kill him or throw him somewhere else that they're out of the competition. But like a cosmic force, he'd be like, yeah, I don't feel like doing this. I'm out. See you later.
Yeah. He'd probably fake his own death. You know, like.
Well, there we go. Mars. It took us an hour to get here, but the Phoenix has done it. Again, I kind of expected it to be the Phoenix in the end there against, I did think Dr. Manhattan, but then after I kind of put 2 and 2 together, I was like, you know what? I don't think he would do anything because he doesn't have enough. There's not enough validation for him to be even to have gotten that far.
Yeah, he wouldn't gain anything from it.
Yeah, and Goku, you made a run. You got
Goku
there.
Goku got further than I expected to. I'm not gonna lie.
There. Congratulations, man. This could have played out differently for you if it was a different seeding, but who the fuck knows? But all right. Well, wrapping up today's show, we have none other than our featured comic of the week, which was brought to us by Kyle, which was the Doomsday Clock. And this book fucking sucks. I'm sorry. This book blows, and the Watchmen blows. Don't read them, but we're gonna go over it anyway. So Matt, you got it in front of you?
Yep. Doomsday Clock Part 2. First issue, November 22nd, 2017. Writer Jeff Johns, artist Gary Frank. Where or what is the Justice Society of America? Who is Wally West? As the answers to the mysteries plaguing our heroes reveal themselves, one thing is certain. Their world will never be the same. With the Earth teetering on the brink of an international superwar, Black Adam and his followers make their move, while our heroes are busy elsewhere. Dr. Manhattan has set his endgame into motion. The Doomsday Clock continues to tick toward midnight, with the fate of the entire multiverse hanging in the balance. Yeah, fuck you, Dr. Manhattan. Fuck this book.
I mean, I think the big thing for me was like right away, like with this part is, I just felt like there was so much that they did in this first issue with, how do you fucking say his name?
Vite, I think.
Like he's like so he finally summons Dr. Manhattan after the whole first 6 issues where they're like, oh, let's try to find fucking Dr. Manhattan. He gets this like cat. I don't even know where the fuck. I was like, where did this cat come from?
He has it. Like, he has it in the first issue. It's his pet.
I know
in the
he
original
has it,
Watchmen.
Why did it not fucking do anything the first 6 issues? Like it took 6 issues to catch this fucking cat.
I fully agree with you. Yeah, the cat was the whole time supposed to detect him. Then they because the cat the whole time is supposed to just detect Dr. Manhattan. And then they get to the new universe. And he's like, let's go to the library to look up what's going on around here and figure out where he is. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of the cat? Like, that's a very good point.
And then he finally summons Dr. Manhattan, finally shows up. And Dr. Manhattan's pretty much like, what? Why am I here? Like,
it's like,
what is the problem now?
It's like, what? They just came to his door for candy in the middle of the day. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, and Vite like that. It's pretty much like he doesn't want to tell Rorschach, Reggie, what the fuck's going on. And then Reggie's like, what's going on? And then Dr. Manhattan's like, all right, like this guy's gonna make me tell you. So he goes and tells Reggie his whole fucking sob story about like his dad actually like was getting manipulated by like the original Rorschach or some bullshit like that. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean this? His dad's supposed to be a psychiatrist that's supposed to be helping him, but that was completely false. Who ends up getting blown up. And as Dr. Manhattan's telling this story, all he cares about is, well, I see a vision though, Superman. He's either going to kill me or I'm going to kill everybody. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we've established that someone's going to die at some point. And something's going to get, reversed. And then as Manhattan and Vite are fucking hanging out, you have, this is what made no sense to me. And I know you guys kind of read the Spark Notes and read the books a while ago. So maybe someone clears up for me. The whole fucking Firestorm thing in Russia. So Firestorm
did not give a fuck about this side story.
But it wasn't Firestorm.
It was. Firestorm is 2 people. One half of Firestorm is Dr. Stein.
No, I know that. I know he's a kid and he's a fucking adult. But when Firestorm like does that thing and he like fucking turns everybody into glass, I think Batman says like that wasn't Firestorm, and I'm like, who the fuck was it?
I thought it was because at one point doesn't it look like he's gearing up to do it again?
No, so he does it, and then Batman's like, or I think it's Batman. Someone's like, yo, bro, like, you could reverse this. It's okay. Or Superman, I think, does it. And it's like, you can go back and fix this, yada, yada, yada. But if I remember in the book, that I thought they actually said, like, someone screams, like, it's not Firestorm. And I was like, what is going on here? Because it gets confusing. And that, you're right, that whole side story, I don't even understand why it was relevant.
It wasn't.
It wasn't, right? It was just a fucking complete.
It was just like there.
So after he turns everybody to glass, Superman shows up, and what world they're in at this point, I have no fucking idea. But everybody hates anybody that's like a metahuman, I believe that they refer to them as. And there's a war pretty much breaks out in Russia at which everyone's just fucking shooting everybody, and all these glass people are just fucking exploding. Because
everyone gets Firestorm turns a shit ton of people into glass. A bunch of glass people get destroyed. Firestorm takes a while to figure out how to change people back from being glass, and it's literally a waste of page space. It adds nothing to the story,
and that's why I'm like, where, they don't do a very good job explaining the story at all. Because
you know what? Because there's I was gonna say there's one note that you have in here that I really have some questions about. Why was Carver Coleman important at all?
I have no idea.
Other than just adding an LGBTQ character, I don't understand what his purpose because like somehow he anchored Dr. Manhattan in that reality, but his purpose served nothing. Like he like kind of dies at one point and it like doesn't matter, but then it gets reversed. Like it was weird and I didn't get it. And like I don't like. It's one thing if I don't get something because it's like really profound, but this didn't strike me to be something like that. It didn't seem like it had like a higher purpose as opposed to just being there along with a lot of the rest of the story.
Yeah, because that story they kind of explain that story roughly because that's when Dr. Manhattan's going through different timelines. He's like 1939, then 19 and this and that and the other thing. And the other thing that gets really confusing too when Dr. Manhattan's telling the timelines, which is actually kind of cool, I guess, in a weird sense, is they refer to Superman first lifting the car in 1939, which was when I think the first Action comic actually came out. I think that's what they were referencing. So I thought that was pretty cool. But Lex Luthor apparently knows all this already, though, somehow. He's just like, yeah, there's this dude that's like time traveling and dropping photos, and the photos.
Yeah, and like, how the fuck did Lex Luthor even get a hold of it? I actually completely forgot about that part. Lex Luthor's just like, yes, I have all these pictures because this will end my fight with Superman.
Yeah, but you don't know where the pictures are coming from. And then someone picks them up, and what the fuck happens? So and this is where it gets so super fucking confusing. Is at some point Dr. Manhattan alters reality again so that
he uses all his powers,
so John and Martha don't die, and then they show up at the end, and I was what is going on? But also,
even though like Dr. Manhattan makes the whole point of literally trying to piss Superman off by being like, I killed your parents and I am the reason you had no friends, and Superman's like, well, I'm still a good guy, so it's like, well, what the fuck was the point of any of that? Like,
and Saturn Girl, like, who the fuck
is Saturn Girl?
I have no idea. I was like, what?
And like, she dies and her ring exists, and then she comes back, and I'm like, how am I supposed to be impacted by this?
I mean, the bottom line is the Watchmen had too many underlining stories to begin with.
And this is definitely one of those, yeah, they definitely had a bunch of tie-in shit that nobody cared about.
And this is the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. And the fact that this took, I think it took 2 years, this entire run to, there's 12 issues.
I probably had to look up random characters he could throw in there. So like going through the DC archives, like Saturn Girl, sure, fuck it, you're in.
Yeah, and like even Batman's little like subplot with
Batman had. I know you love him. I honestly have nothing, really bad to say about Batman. There's times I love Batman too, but like he had no purpose in that story.
Exactly. And the only thing I got out of that with him was that Alfred is making fucking Rorschach pancakes again in the one book, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing and why?
Like Batman showed up for no reason when it was convenient to have Batman in the story. Like it literally all could have happened without him or the Joker. They were just there, so it wasn't super boring about characters nobody cares about. Like the mime and fucking Marionette's kid was really important, but like.
So what's weird about this book is that this book came out in 2017, which was after the New 52, but apparently this story is supposed to be what started the New 52 universe, which makes really no sense because I guess they wrote the prequel to the universe after the universe was switching over to Rebirth.
Makes it even worse.
So, I mean, and the best is at the end of this book, I have no idea what happened. No clue. Like, did Superman kill Dr. Manhattan? Did Dr. Manhattan?
No, Dr. Manhattan, like, kind of used the last of his energy to reset things. And then he gives his powers to one of the children of Mime and Marionette after raising him to basically be another him. And then he lets himself, like,
But that wasn't the Mime at the end. I don't think.
It was his son.
Yeah, but I think the last characters, if I'm not mistaken, his son that shows up to that house, I don't think that was the Mime and Mary Antoinette. It was it's Night Owl.
Oh, they raise him. Night Owl and what's her face adopt and raise one of their kids.
Clark.
The girl. So the girl, whoever this is at this end book here, this is supposed to be Night Owl, I think, and what was the girl?
Laurie or whatever her name is.
And the girl.
Yeah.
And then, what's his face shows up.
Yeah. That's the Marionette's and the Mime's son. they called him Clark. I guess.
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan gives him his powers. He's like, all right.
But is that the original son, the one that goes missing in the beginning?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's just too many.
Yeah, it's also what the fuck. So what the fuck was the point of him showing up at the house?
He pulls him from the future. There's this is such a fucking convoluted and you're right. So it ties up the new 52, but starts with rebirth and everything. And you're like, all right, so we're already starting with a mess to begin with. Mm-hmm. And then it ends in a spot where they're like, we sort of tied it into just one universe, and now this is the prime universe. And that's sort of how they wanted to clear it all up, but they just made a fucking mess of it. They're like, here are characters you will never hear from again. Good luck.
Yeah, because they turned this into the metaverse, whatever the fuck the metaverse is supposed to resemble. And I think with the Watchmen, with the Doomsday Clock, Watchmen is way more political than Doomsday Clock is. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. So, in a sense of, if you're a absolute diehard, must know what happens after Watchmen, go the fuck ahead and read this. But
if you're an absolute diehard Watchmen fan, you're not reading this ever, because it's the face of everything you love about the original Watchmen. This isn't Watchmen. It's the same convoluted storytelling, but you can tell it doesn't have the same kind of depth and purpose that Alan Moore's writing had. It was an attempt to follow up at Watchmen, and it was a cash grab, because Watchmen is a popular property. I can't say
you would read this. If you were a diehard Watchmen fan, you would read this.
If I was a diehard Watchmen fan, I'd be furious that they made this.
But you'd still read it.
Because Watchmen was probably not, because Watchmen was intended to be standalone. It's like when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, as much as I love Spider-Man, I refused to watch that movie because I'm like, this looks like absolute dog shit trash. So if it's not true to what it's supposed to be, then I will refuse to watch it. I
mean, it's not a book that you should read.
No, this is we're saying don't read this.
We're saying don't read this.
Kyle, we're gonna have you back on the show at some point, but you're on our shit list right now.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna make you read freaking My Little Pony versus Transformers, and you can.
That's probably gonna be good though. You should make him read The Boys, the bad part. Make him read The Boys when Huey's in Scotland.
Oh God, that's the fucking worst.
That's the worst part. It's so long, and it's just I don't care at all.
That's a rough part.
Huey's so annoying in the books. He's so fucking annoying.
Oh, it is a complaint.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not going to read the books. Literally for that reason. I'll watch the shit out of the show.
But that's where I'm at. It's the show is better overall than the books, far and away.
Well, I still think, like I said, that you can skip the show because I wasn't a fan. I'm still not a fan of the show. But anyway, one last time, this is Why Am I Nerd % Comics, where you can follow us on Instagram at Why Am I Nerd Official, Facebook.com/Why Am I Nerd, and listen to new issues every Tuesday on YouTube and your favorite podcast service. Dave, it was a pleasure having you today.
It was
glad you were able to knock some sense into Matt and his freaking some of his
I like to think I'm pretty fair here. Although, are we skipping a segment here? Are we going straight to the end?
I thought you said you didn't have a shenanigans ender for this week.
No, I have one. No, I have. I thought you said two lined up. No.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't have one this week.
No, I said I didn't. I said I'm pretty sure I used Dr. Manhattan before because I was getting mad as I was thinking about him. I was like, he's the shenanigans engine, but I already used him.
Oh, but my bad.
No worries. No, this week we're actually going to go with the acid that created the Joker because bullshit. At one point, they actually give the chemical breakdown. Batman has it memorized because he apparently has nothing better to do. This, first of all, that's another thing I'm going to throw in there. I could almost substitute this with Bruce Wayne's money because why the fuck are you not just improving Gotham systematically? You're just fucking wasting money on goddamn toys to beat up the criminally insane. But anyway, I digress. Joker falls into a vat of acid and instead of disintegrating, goes crazy and can somehow do the same thing to other people. And at no point was Acme like, maybe we should not produce whatever the fuck we were producing in this. Because clearly every time someone breaks in to our facility that has no security whatsoever, they fall into this vat of acid and they become a criminal super terrorist. It's bullshit. Let me see. What is the Joker acid? Because I looked it up the other day and Batman fucking says exactly what it is, and you would die. Like there's no oh my skin's white and my hair is green. Like you would just fucking die. Oh, so here we go. Batman says, I know its components by heart, the whole list. 11% sodium hydroxide, 34% sulfuric acid, 5% chromium solution, zinc sulfide doped with copper, which gives it its green glow. He's dead. There is no Joker. That's fucking shenanigans. He's fucking dead. 34% sulfuric acid. Like he wasn't even in anything.
Maybe he's got meta powers. You know, he's his.
They're activated by acid.
Poison. You know.
And then Harley Quinn just happened to have the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but Harley Quinn got the good end of it.
Yeah.
She's a babe, man. I gotta say, if Harley Quinn was a real human being, I'd be going.
You would not want to date her. Are you kidding me? Have you watched that show?
Are you kidding me? I finished that before you finished it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, she's out of her fucking mind.
So I wouldn't date the Harley Quinn that's in the movie, the actual live action right now. I think she looks like shit.
Margot Robbie.
I mean, she's attractive, but I hate her character design, so I don't really give a fuck. But wait, so Dave, do you have a book for us to read next week?
If you're interested in it, it's something I've been meaning to read. And I enjoyed the show, Lucifer, because I love Neil Gaiman. I think he's got interesting stories. There's
isn't he the guy that does what's it called too?
American Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down to read that book.
I'm down for that. I've been actually meaning to watch that show myself.
It's good. It's really good. I want to read that, and then there's another one, the Sandman. I keep hearing good things about.
Yes.
I've never read Sandman myself.
I'm trying to get the box set of the Sandman. I think it's getting released soon, so I'll have to.
I'm trying to find this book. If you can send a link to where we can buy that book, definitely send that over, because that's one I probably wouldn't mind owning. But yeah,
it's just called Lucifer.
Yeah, you should be able to find out. Like, look up Lucifer Omnibus for the first part. I think they broke it down into like 3, so it'll be like the first like 36 comics or something like that.
Oh goddamn! And that's in volume 1.
Yeah,
that's Omnibus 1.
Yeah,
there's probably we could probably just do volume 1. Do you find that?
I'm gonna call an audible though. I will say we should just read volume 1. No disrespect by any means, but with longer books, we tend to get wrapped up for too long, and then we end up dragging it through.
That's fine.
So I think we should just do the first volume.
Did you find it or no?
For some reason I can only find because I typed in volume 2 like an asshole. I'm like, it's only coming up with volume 2. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? No, found it. Yeah, on
Lucifer Amazon. 1.
Cool. So next week we'll be reading Lucifer Volume 1, and it should be a good one. It's nice too. It's not in the fucking Marvel DC spectrum that we've been fucking stuck on.
It's nice. This is going to be a nice little mix up here.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, I'm Cameron James. That's Dave. That's none other than the golden voice of fucking podcasts. Until next time, we're the nerds with the mouse, and I'll say, because you fuck it up every time.
I was going to say we're out.
God damn it, you're awful.